6.4. 6.4, write down the coordinates of n. Write down the coordinates of n. It's a very interesting question now. Look at n. Can you see n? Here it is n now. They are saying now must write down the coordinates of n. How do you write down the coordinates of n? Of course, you must look at the information now. Boys and girls, this is a 3 marks question. We cannot do it the same as we did on this one. Why? Because now we know what is L, we know what is the center. Because this is the diameter, then it means now we can use the center to determine the coordinates of n. Right, that is question 6.4, right? 6.4. What are we going to do now? The center is our midpoint now of the line LN. Now it means we are going to use the midpoint formula, whereby we say now x value at the midpoint is equals to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. And of course, what is the x value at the midpoint? It's a minus 4. It means we are taking this value here. Minus 4 is equals to x1, of course, will be what? X1, of course, remember you said the value, the coordinates of L is a minus 3 there. It means you're going to have minus 3 plus x2 there. Then we divide it by what? We divide everything by 2. And then from here, we do a cross multiplication. 2 times minus 4. It is a minus 8 is equals to minus 3 plus x. And therefore, x now is equals to what? X now is equals to a minus 5. Why minus 5? That will be minus 8 plus 3. This one, when we add the 2, then we get the answer, which is minus 5. Right, now we have the x value. Now, how do we determine the y value? Of course, y value at the midpoint is equals to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. And then the y value at the midpoint there, you remember now you said this what? It is a positive 4. It is the positive 4. Here's a positive 4 here. That is 4 is equals to y1 will be 5 plus y divided by 2. y5. Then from this point here, the coordinates of L, then y is 5. 2 times this, it's 8 is equals to 5 plus y. And therefore, y now is equals to what? It's equals to 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 is then what? Is equals to 3. Therefore, the coordinates of n is minus 5 as well as what? As well as 3. The x coordinate is minus 5 and the y coordinate is a positive 3. That is question 6.4. Of course, one can also say, let me find the equation of this one. Once you have the equation of NQ, of course, you have the equation of L, then you can just equate the 2. We are still going to get the same answer. But at the end of the day, boys and girls, this is what? This one here is a 3 marks. It's a 3 marks question. Right. Now let us look at 6.5. Let us look at 6.5 now. Write down the coordinates of NQ. Write down the coordinates of NQ. 6.5, write down the coordinates of n, or write down the equation of NQ. Write down the equation of NQ, not coordinates, write down the equation of NQ. Now here it is NQ now. When you look at NQ, it's not a circle. NQ is not a circle. What is NQ? That is a straight line. Name, that is a straight line. You remember now the form here must be what? If it's a straight line, then it means we need to have y is equals to mx plus c, which is very, very important. Or y minus y1 is equals to m into x minus x1. Whereby now we say m is what? M is our gradient. Good. Now, boys and girls, now when you look at this one now, our NQ now, they said something about the 2. LP is parallel to NQ. That is why it's very important now to read the statement and underline the important information. It is very, very important. Right, from here now we can see, since LP is parallel to NQ, then it means the gradient of LP is equal to the gradient of NQ. Right, now, from this one, you remember now the equation. You remember now the equation of LP. The equation of LP then is y is equals to what? minus x plus 2. Then immediately now we can see now the gradient here. The gradient is minus 1. Therefore now, since these two lines are gradient, therefore the gradient of LP is equals to the gradient of NQ, which is equals to a negative 1. Now you have the gradient, and therefore now what you are going to do now is just to say y minus, you take now the x value at this point at n, which is 3, is equals to negative 1 now, into x plus what? Plus 5. Why x plus 5? Because we have a negative here. Negative times this negative, it will give us the positive 5. Right, from here now we have negative x and negative 5. Therefore, y is equals to, we take this on the other side, is a plus 3 there. We have minus x. We have minus x as well as what? We have minus x as well as minus 3 plus this one is going to be what? It is, of course, going to be 2. Therefore, we have minus x as well as minus 2. This one is the equation of the line N and Q. Right, boys and girls, you can just see, once you are able now to have, this is the equation of a straight line, of course, the grade 11's work. The coordinates of N, of course, if you understand the midpoint, then it will be easier for you to solve this one. Because you need what? You need to understand that the diameter is R1 plus R2, which is 2R. Then it means the distance from the center to the L and also the distance from M to N are the same. Right. Of course, boys and girls, I think now you remember everything because I tried to do this one for you so that at least you have a better understanding of what? You have a better understanding of the analytical geometry of what? Of the grade 12. Right. Now, let us quickly look at the second question here as well. Let us look at the second question here as well. We have PQ as the diameter of the circle with P, which is 3 and 5, and Q, minus 1 and minus 7. And now they are saying here, A is the center of the circle. That is good. Now, 4.1.1 now says, write down the coordinates of A. Write down the coordinates of A. And the second question, hence calculate now the equation of the circle in the form x minus a all squared plus y minus b all squared is equals to r squared. Boys and girls, the two questions when I add, they will give me 5 marks now. Then it means now, because now I've done the first one for you, then it means now, at least now you have a better understanding now. I'm going to give you also 4 minutes now to go through 4.1.1 as well as 4.1.2. Then we're going to discuss it immediately after 4 minutes. Right, thank you.